Hello everyone, my name is Monika Bhushan and in today's class we are going to start differential equation lecture number 3. So in today's class we are going to find the complementary function of those differential equations where the root will be imaginary and complex number. So if you recall that last class we had seen how to find complementary function of differential equations where the roots were real, correct? So two conditions we had seen in last class, that the roots were real and equal and the roots were real and distinct. So fine. So what we can understand here, that these differential equations are nothing but higher order linear ordinary differential equation with constant coefficient. Okay, so why we are calling it in this fashion, we have covered in last class. We will see how to find the complementary function here. So fine. So two cases we are going to see here. So very first is the nature of root of the auxiliary equation. So there the roots are complex or imaginary roots. And the second type is when the roots are complex or imaginary, but they are repeated in number of times. So these two conditions will be given and then we'll be finding out accordingly this complementary function. Okay, so when the roots are complex or imaginary, so the complementary function will be written as e to the power px c1 cos qx plus c2 sin qx, where p plus minus iq is in complex form. So this we know, right, the complex number, how we write down this complex number. This is your x-axis, suppose this is your real axis, this is minus negative side, this is positive side, and this is your imaginary axis, correct? So plus imaginary and this is minus imaginary. So if we want to find out where is p plus minus iq in this number system, so p, this is your real number, correct? So this is your real number and this is your imaginary part, so imaginary part of the complex number. So p is somewhere, this is positive p somewhere, this is here, and then q is positive I, imaginary positive imaginary somewhere, this is suppose q, this is p. So this number p plus iq, maybe this is present here. Okay, what is difference if I call this is complex number and if I call this is imaginary number? This real number is present as well as imaginary part is present, so this complete is called as complex number. And if we call imaginary root, that means the real part is 0, the real part is not present, only it will be iq, correct, plus minus iq. So we'll see how these numbers will be present there. So, and last class we had seen real number only, that means you can imagine that the real number was that this plus minus iq, this q was absent, q was 0, so only p was there. So how to find complementary function there? Okay, so the real part is in complementary function is the power of e to the power px, like the same way what we had seen in finding out real roots. And the imaginary part, which is q, that is c1 cos qx plus c2 sin qx, it is present here. So this is the complete way. Okay, now if the complex number, the root which is complex in nature, if it is repeated in number of times, so how we have to write down this complementary function? It will be in this fashion. Again the concept is same way like how we found real number roots when the roots were equal. First example given is d2y by dx square plus 4 dy by dx plus 13y equals 0. Okay, so the same way like how we have performed, there will be three steps. First step is the differential equation can be written as denotation, where d is nothing but d by dx. Okay, with respect to x here we are finding out. So d by dx is my d. So we are just replacing d2y by dx square, the way d by dx form we are replacing with denotation. So it is d square because this is power 2 plus 4d, this is d, plus 13 and y present here, y is present everywhere, right? So y equals 0. Second step is what? You have to write down auxiliary equation. Auxiliary equation is what? We just have to replace d with m, and the variable will not be present here. This y will not be present here. So this is m square plus 4m plus 13 equals 0. Now we have to find out that what is the root here, because based on the nature of root we will be saying whether the roots are imaginary, complex, or whether this is real or all. Okay, so if by looking at this question only, if we will not be able to find, even if I'm not able to factorize it, so the best way, if it is quadratic in nature, you can use the formula. So general form of quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c equals 0, where a, b, c are constant. So you can write down two roots will be there. Why? Because x to the power 2. So x1, x2 will be what? It will be minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac by 2a. Just substitute the values and then you will get the answer. What you are getting is minus 2 plus minus 3i. Okay, so this I, what we know, right? What is I? I is under root minus 1. And we say that I square is minus 1. So the roots are minus 2 plus 3i and minus 2 minus 3i. Okay, so what we are going to see among these two conditions are given. So which one is the which one we have to write down as complementary function? So we find that only, I mean, there is no repetition of any root, any complex root. Only two roots are there. They are complex pair. So minus 2 plus minus 3i. That means we will be writing down complementary function this way. So it is what? This is e raised to px, where p is the real part is minus 2. So e raised to minus 2x, then c1 cos qx plus c2 sin qx. And what is my q? So q is 3, correct? So q is 3, so we are writing down c1 cos 3x plus c2 sin 3x. Just replacing the p and q. P is minus 2 and q is 3. We are just replacing these two things and then we are getting this complementary function. Okay, now we'll see the second question. Here d2y by dx square plus omega square y equals 0. Now, how to write down this differential equation in denotation? So only we just have to do what? D is nothing but d by dx, what we know. So it will be d2y plus omega square y equals 0, and this y we can take out common. This is d square plus omega square y equals 0. So first step is done. Okay, and one more thing that we have seen that the this should be linear. The differential equation should be linear in nature. So this omega square, how we are writing down? So this omega square is okay to write down because this omega is constant, right? So they are constant coefficient. This is 1, this is omega square. So for constant square and all, there is no problem. This is not your any variable. There is no x square or y square present. So this is linear in nature. So that should not be any confusion here. Okay, so the second step is what? Auxiliary equation. Auxiliary equation is what? Just you have to replace d with m and you don't have to write this y. So it will be m square plus omega square equals 0. Okay, so now what we are writing down, m square is minus omega square, and what we had said that this is minus, you can say that this is nothing but minus 1 into omega square, and we know that I square is minus 1, so I square omega square, or you can write down this is nothing but m square, so m will be how much? Plus minus under root I square omega square, or we can write down plus minus under root I square omega, correct? And under root I square is nothing but this is plus minus I omega. So that only we have written down here. Okay, so this is imaginary number. Why? Because you don't have real part present here. Real part is 0. Imaginary number of this complex form. So m, that means the root we have got. This is again the same thing. So there is no repetition, only two roots are present. Since m is a square, that means this degree of differential equation is 2, so you will be getting two roots. So one root is omega I, the second root is minus omega I. So what we have to write down as complementary function, the third step is just we are going to replace here this way. We are going to replace p and q with 0 and your q is omega. So e raised to 0x. So we can write here that e raised to 0x because the real part is 0, and then c1 omega x, c1 cos omega x plus c2 sin omega x. And we know that e raised to 0 x, e raised to 0 is nothing but 1. Anything has power 0 is nothing but 1. So because of that only, this part is not actually given here. You can see here, this is just c1 cos omega x plus c2 sin omega x. So this is the complementary function. Okay, now the third question. Here d4 plus 8d square plus 16y equals 0. So the question is only given in d notation. So first step is already done. So the d is only given to us. Second step is we are going to write auxiliary equation. Right. So for that what we have to do, just replace d with m, and you don't have to add variable here. And then what we are seeing here, by looking at this equation only, we can say this is nothing but in the form of a plus b whole square, correct? Why? Because this is 16, 4 fours are 16, and this is 2 into 4. So whichever way, just find out that what is your root here. M has power 4, that means the differential equation has power 4, highest order is 4. So what we had said, that what is the highest order, those many roots will be present. So this equation will be having 4 roots, and we have seen here this is nothing but m square plus 4 whole square, that means m square plus 4 again m square plus 4 equals 0. Or you can write down m square is minus 4 and again m square is minus 4. Or here you can write down m is nothing but plus minus under root minus 4, and then again for this case also plus minus under root minus 4, and plus minus, this is what, under root, this is under root minus 1 into 4. So plus minus under root minus 1 into 4 we can write which way, under this is under root minus 1 into under root 4. Or you can say that this is nothing but plus minus I into 2. Correct. So this is again repeated twice. For here also you have to do the same thing, and again you are finding out this is nothing but plus minus 2i plus minus 2i. So what we are seeing here, the difference, that this is your imaginary number, right? Or if you can think of complex number, so the real part is not present. This is imaginary number, but the roots are repeated in number of times. Here the roots are repeated 2 times. Okay, so what will be the complementary function here? So to find complementary function, we will be seeing here, right? So this is what p plus minus iq repeated n times. Since it is repeated 2 times, so we will be picking up 2 terms only. From both places, we will be picking up 2 terms, and e raised to px will be common, where p is 0. My p is 0 and q is 2. Okay, so p is 0, so e to the power 0 is will give you 1 only. So finally your answer is c1 plus c2x cos, q is how much? Q is 2. So cos 2x here, right? Plus c3, c1 dash, c2 dash, or c3, c4, any name is okay. So c3 plus c4x and then sine 2x. So this way we write the complementary function when the roots are imaginary or complex, but they are repeated in number of times. Okay, so if you find this class useful, please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.